Welcome to the Wild Side. I'm your host, Kyle Shepard. Thanks for joining us at the Louisville Zoo today. Today we're going to go to the gift shop and learn about gifts with a purpose. We're going to meet a Komodo dragon and learn about a cane toad. Join me on the Wild Side. Welcome to the Wild Side. We're going to take a walk on the Wild Side today, but we're going to start in the gift shop with Don Nelms, manager Don Nelms. Last month we featured John Bird, our chef, and with Service Systems Associates, and they're our new food and amenity vendor. So we're here with Don to talk about our lovely new gift shop and our new satellite gift shops. Good morning.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me.
So we're actually in the Fair Trade Center section. So can you talk a little bit about Fair Trade with us?
Yeah, we wanted to bring you over to this section because everybody knows that the gift shops at the Louisville Zoo have great souvenir items, great toys for the kids, great plush, but we also have a very important section in the store, and this is called our Conservation and Fair Trade section. So everything in this corner of the store is made by artisans across the country and out overseas, and a portion of the goods sold, the money goes back to support those efforts of those artisans. So it's a really, really cool area. You can get some really cool gift ideas for gift giving and also souvenirs. So popular area.
So much of what we do here at the zoo is to educate our folks about conservation issues and how we can help reduce and reuse and all of those good things for the animals in their wild habitat. So this is a unique item. These are little turtles made with flip-flops that wash up on the seashore. So this is a perfect example of reusing, right?
Right. Those are made in Kenya, and they thousands and thousands of flip-flops wash ashore every year, and the craftsmen, artisans over there take those, carve them, and make great animal sculptures out of them. We have them in the sculpture size, and then we also have them in a keychain. So super cool way to show that you support, you know, recycling, reusing, and taking care of our environment. We've got turtles, rhinoceros, lions, tigers. The giraffes are really cool. They make a great statement. Would be a great bookcase, table decor in your house. So they're really cool, brightly colored.
Earlier you were telling us about an alternate for ivory, and we do a lot of work with 96elephants.org. If you've not checked out their website, please do. 96 African elephants are killed every day for their ivory, so that's we're in need of some education about that. So tell us about that.
This is the tagua nut, and the tagua nut is a substitute for ivory. So if you like the look of the ivory jewelry or the ivory sculptures, artisans can take a tagua nut and basically sculpt it into an animal jewelry, and it's exactly, you would not be able to tell that it's actually, you know, a substitute, but it's very, very cool. We have polar bears, we have penguins, all different kinds of designs, and we've got some cranes, some gorillas even, so some really cool stuff made out of the tagua nut available in the gift shop, and they're real moderately priced for an artisan craft item.
So there's all kinds of good gift ideas here. This is sort of gift headquarters during the holidays, of course. We're open year-round, don't forget that, and you can pick up apparel and hats and jewelry. And what else do you offer?
Jewelry, we've got, this is a great item. I tease my kids all the time that this is what the teachers got last year, but this is our Ellie Pooh paper. So we have stationery, notes, we even have a big large scrapbook back there, but all these notepads and cards are all made out of recycled elephant poo and also recycled paper. So all this stuff is recyclable. They make great gift items, a great statement to let people know that we care about the environment that which we live in, and there's alternatives in recycling and reuse. So those are really cool items.
So just like our zoo poopy do, where we use our elephant and our other hoofstock poo for your gardens, we can make paper out of it as well. So
Super cool.
excellent.
So
So what
wouldn't
else?
want a birthday card?
Absolutely.
With
And
the
you know what?
elephant on it.
And
So
when you
cute.
journal and write, that paper makes a very nice surface to journal and write on.
Yep.
So, and what other items do you have?
We've got a great new line of drinkware, and included in that is these really cool thermoses, and they are made out of some bamboo recycled material. So great statement to support the Louisville Zoo with the Louisville Zoo logo on your thermal cup, as well as great conversation piece. This is made out of recycled bamboo.
So don't forget the gift headquarters here at the Louisville Zoo. The gift shop is open year round, and you can make all kinds of purchases here. Gifts with a purpose. So thanks for having us.
Thank you. See you guys soon.
Name is Ken Catlett. My job here in guest services is carousel operator.
For your safety, hold on to the pole in front of you. Hold on to the little ones.
You make the job what it is. You can make it a good job or you can make it a bad job. And I made this a good job.
Remain seated now. You're in ride.
You come up here in the morning, and usually the first thing I do is push the start button. Hey, man. Gotta have some music up here.
All right, hold on tight. Here we go.
I come to work in, I don't know what, 2008, I guess. The carousel was already here. It was sold. It was put up for sale. A doctor here in Louisville bought the carousel for his wife as an anniversary present. They had no place to put it. So the zoo got all this land out here. Had a real nice place for the carousel. I'm assuming that the doctor went to the zoo and says, hey, I got a carousel I would like to donate to the zoo. It's mainly wood, other than the big gears and of course all that. This carousel was really powered by steam. That's the intriguing part. Gotta do a walk around, okay? Safety checks include visually inspecting the horse. A lot of times there'll be shavings down around on the floor. That's an indication of wear somewhere. Grease on the floor, grease on the animals, all your mechanical work and all that, all that has to be inspected. I can get the older ones interested in it by saying, hey, you know how many horses are on the carousel? If they can answer a question such as how many lions are on a carousel, or how many tassels on the horses, how many different saddles are on it. There's all kinds of questions you can ask. I would love people to go away from here knowing that they wrote a piece of history. 97 years old this year. In 3 years, it'll be 100 years old. What a celebration that will be. I hope I'm living by then.
My favorite animal is an owl. Woo! Woo! Because it catches prey and it sneaks up on them. My favorite animal is a lion. Roar! My favorite animal is a tiger. Roar! My
Favorite is?
a baby bear.
My favorite animal is the snowy owl. Hoo hoo. Well, I did a PowerPoint on him in 4th grade. It was cool.
We're here at the Herp Aquarium with Derek McNair. We're going to talk about a Komodo dragon right now. We think we have one of the oldest Komodos. Is that correct?
Yes, we have one of the oldest in the country. Our Komodo dragon is 21 years old. She's been here for numerous years. And I look forward to us checking her out later.
Excellent. Excellent. So she's been here 21 years. What is the median age for a Komodo in?
It's like 24, 25. I've even heard 30 years.
Okay,
I've
excellent.
been heard.
Okay. And so what do Komodos eat?
I have a range of stuff they'll eat. Any kind of invertebrate, any kind of rodent, basically anything smaller than them, and even bigger than them. They hunt in packs. We have a bunch of them, and it's pretty cool to watch.
Are they considered dangerous?
I would consider them dangerous, yes.
So we don't go in with our Komodos, basically?
Normally we don't. This one we will from a distance, as you'll see later.
So what part of the world are they from?
They're from a string of islands off the coast of Indonesia. There's a whole string of islands there. Komodo Island is a bunch.
So she looks like she's shedding. I think I was hearing that they're in a constant state of shedding.
A constant state of shed, from head to toe. You know, maybe clean here, peeling here, some patching here and there, but it all comes off eventually.
So if she looks a little spotty, she's in a constant state of shedding. Excellent.
Totally.
So you've talked about what they've eaten and where they're from. Anything unique about a Komodo dragon that in adaptation?
You know that they have their saliva is very toxic. You know, if they bite an animal, the bacteria is very potent, and it will bring any animal down after a while. It infects the blood and everything. It's pretty amazing process. It takes about a week for it to happen. They'll follow the prey until they get down, and they'll go in for the attack.
Excellent. So their tongue is long and split. Is there a
just like for snakes, just for sensory and smelling the air.
the split is what is this? Does the split have a function?
Just for getting more coverage.
Okay, more so.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you said we're going to get a little treat today. We're going to do what?
We're going to show you, we feed her steroids that are prescribed by our vets. We put it into a meatball. It kind of helps with her mobility.
Sure. Excellent. Well, let's go see the meatball feeding. Well, thank you, Derek. That was fascinating. We just learned about the largest lizard species on the planet who was not discovered until 1912.
Debbie, still. You're up there, they're waiting, look. Stay there.
So we just learned about the Komodo dragon with Derek, and we're back here at the Herp with Brent Webb with our new friend, a cane toad. So this cane toad is beautiful, actually. Tell us about him.
A fantastic creature, fascinating beasts. These guys are quite common, actually, not endangered in the very least. Originally, these guys were found New World only. They were located from the Rio Grande in Texas all the way down to the Amazon River Basin and everything in between. And this is a good example of what happens when man tries to intervene where he most likely should not. This is a good example of an invasive species. These guys were introduced in several areas of the globe to help control sugar beetle populations. And of course, numbers have exploded since then, and these guys do very, very well in almost any environment. And they've now been found in Australia, all over Europe, and basically have moved into all other areas of the world. And so a good example of a native species, man attempting to control another organism with another organism and it going cataclysmically wrong, I'm afraid.
It happens. So do they eat more than sugar beetles, obviously?
They will eat almost anything you put in front of them. So very, very few things that the cane toad will refuse as far as a meal. That list is remarkably short.
Excellent. So he's got, if you can get a close up later, he's got remarkably beautiful eyes. And you were telling me they're acute, they're acute so that he can find small insects to eat.
Oh yes, the movement is generally associated with food with these guys. The more movement, the better. So those eyes are very, very good at spotting the least little twitch.
And it looks like on his little nose, when he breathes, his actual nostrils kind of close. Is there any interesting facts about that?
Well, this guy's an amphibian, and most of these guys spend a lot of their life phase on or near the water, and cane toads are no different. They do very well near it, and that's just an aid to help him breathe and stay underwater.
Excellent. What is his texture?
He feels a bit rough and bumpy back here, but it's also kind of leathery and very soft underneath.
Okay, so he's got these huge glands, and there's a lot of interest there. Tell me about those.
Those secrete a very, very foul-tasting secretion. When an animal like this is becoming a prey item, it is inserted into the predator's mouth, at which time that gland kicks into overdrive and emits a very, very foul-tasting substance. And they also, as you can see, puff up with air right there. The toad's strategy for survival at that point is to become unpalatable. And so it puffs up with air to become a very large size, A, and B, a foul-tasting item at the same time. So the typical response from the predator is couture. And they spit it out, and the toad lives to fight again another day.
You go, fight toad. That's hilarious. So you've been at the zoo for 23 years.
Yes, ma'am, in
And
one
you've
capacity or another.
Been in guest services and in giraffe and commissary. What's your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of this job is learning something new every day. No 2 days at the Louisville Zoo are ever alike. So you learn something new each and every day you walk into this place. You never stop learning. That's the benefit, I think.
Well, you're right. There's always something new to learn at the zoo, and you've educated me about the cane toad. Thanks, Brent.
You're welcome.
Thanks for joining us on The Wild Side. Be sure to check out that 96elephants.org website that we mentioned. Learn more about African elephants, and we'll see you next time for Halloween on The Wild Side. He's very heavy. Oh, and he's peeing. Is he peeing? No. Oh, God, he's moving. Yeah, you didn't take him. I'm like, oh, my God, he's moving. Take him.